everyone. Today we'll discuss the development of keyboard and keywords of compostal and sound system to describe different kind of keyboard and the different compostal and sound. Identify 5 categories to classify different types of functions, not just keyboard, but for all different kinds of functions. These 5 categories include idiophone, membranophone, aerophone, chordophone, and electrophone. Keyboard instrument um, can be found in uh, all types except the membrane. Now let's start. First, let's talk about the aerophone. Aerophone means the sound of the instrument is obstructed by the vibration of the air. The pipe organ is one of the sound, and it was the earliest keyboard. It was first found in ancient Greek in the 3rd century BC. It was a hypholos, which means their pipe organ. It is a kind of organ that uses the power driven by water from natural resources to produce air. Pipe organ contains 4 panels of keyboards plus 1 foot panel. First air-powered pipe organ was used in the 6th to 7th century, and now the first permanent organ was installed in Halberstadt in Germany. Many composers, such as Bach, composed music for the organ. I think you must be familiar with its toccata and fugue. So listen to it yourself. Next, let's talk about the portative organ. Portative organs was found in the 11th to 12th century. It was the smallest handheld pipe organ, and it was used to accompany secular and sacred. Next, pump organ. Pump organ was invented in 1800s, and it was made for home setting. It sounds just like the pipe organ, but was much smaller inside and much cheaper. Therefore, it became extremely popular, especially in the US, and in small churches, small theaters, and lastly, accordion. Accordion was invented in Berlin in 1822. It was popular for European folk, German polka, Italian cappella, Scottish dance music, Eastern European country music. Next, let's talk about the keyboard instruments that belong. Portaphone means the instrument is obstructed by the vibration of string. First, chordophone type keyboard instrument was hurdy-gurdy. It first appeared in the 11th century, and the sound was boosted by rubbing the strings with the use of handwheel. And it was popular in the Renaissance period. Thanks, harpsichord. I think you should be familiar with it. Harpsichord produces sounds by plucking strings. Invented in the period, and it became popular in the Baroque. Many composers such as Bach and even Haydn music for the harpsichord. So I have provide one example, which is Bach's Haydn. So you listen to it by yourself. Next, on piano, I think many of you are playing the piano as a instrument. It was originally called pianoforte, meaning a keyboard instrument that can play loud and soft sounds by striking on strings. It was invented by Bartolomeo Bartolomeo Cristofori around 1700. However, it was not popular at the classical period. There are many composers who were famous in writing for the period, like Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, Schumann, Liszt, and Chopin. This musical piece is Mozart's Piano Sonata number 11 in major, which was a 231, aka Turkish Waltz. If you are familiar with the piece, so listen to it by yourself. The next example was a sonata composed by Beethoven, which is called a Moonlight Sonata nowadays. This piece was dedicated to Beethoven's first love, Giulietta Guicciardi. And the performer who played this piece in the video was Claudio Arrau, and he was regarded as an expert in playing Beethoven piano music. And this is said that Chopin's Fantasy Impromptu has been inspired by the third note. Next, Schubert's Moment Musical Opus 94, F minor. It's actually a collection of 6 short pieces for the piano solo. And if you are big fans of the cartoon Madao, then you must be familiar with the melody. The next piece is Schumann's True Barre. This piece was about Schumann's own childhood. And in this video, the piece was played by one of the greatest pianists, Horowitz. He left his motherland, which is now Ukraine. He left his motherland because he could not earn a living of the Soviet government in 1920s. But he was allowed to come back for last recital after 16. And he played this piece as an encore. And you can see everybody in the concert hall was moved. This Hungarian Rhapsody number 2. And this musical piece was influenced by Hungarian and is adopt the style of gypsy scale and rhythm, and is one of the most difficult piano pieces. Finally, Chopin's Nocturne number 20 in C sharp minor. Chopin was considered as the piano poet because his piano pieces were very unique and idiomatic. This musical piece was composed in 1838 and published in 1870, which was 40 years after it was composed. It's dedicated to his older sister. Next, let's talk about the idiophone type of keyboard instruments. The idiophone means that the instrument sound is produced by striking on metallic surfaces. So one example is the celesta. And the sound of the celesta actually like a glockenspiel with a keyboard. So there are many composers video of celesta in the orchestral work, including Tchaikovsky. He video of this instrument in his Sugar Plum Fairy from Nutcracker. The last type of keyboard instruments are electrophone. I have three examples: the synthesizer, the Hammond organ, and the Honda Smart Piano. We will talk about these instruments when we are talking and when we are learning the electronic music later. Okay, so please continue the lesson. Have fun. Bye bye.